I am addressing the households, of which there are many, countless households, worldwide besieged by demons. And by demons, I mean, I don't mean what you think I mean when I say demons and I say the evil devil, Satan, Santa. It is to me a mindset. It's a mindset of wickedness. That's what I call the evil. That's what I call the devilish, the tricksters, those who like to work with illusions, those who make up, down, down, up, in, out, and so on and so forth. I'm addressing you. You are the problem here on this earth. You are the problem. You allow things to happen, especially to children. The reason I speak is because of the things that happened to me as a child. And at this age, I'm still talking about things that happened to me as a child, knowing that there are so many others like me who are being defiled as I speak, who are being abused, battered, aped with a big capital R, molested, abused, tortured, traumatized, some of whom it's being done by your so-called elites, your leaders. From the top down, all of you are doing things, wicked things to children. And some of you dare take oath of secrecy. Some of you dare pinky swear that you're going to take these secrets to your grave. You are the devils. Yes, and you're being devilish. Why? Because you were weak. And because you were weak, the evil mindset could take grasp of you, lead you astray, so that you don't even care about the welfare of your children. You don't care about the well-being of your offspring. And in fact, in many cases, you appear to hate your seed. You men, so-called, hate your male children. Your little boys, those little boys so cute, growing up so handsome and fit, in such good shape, and they have hair, they're not bald, and you hate them. I've seen so many of you males, not just the black ones. You all do that. You get the evil mindset that tells you to hate the child. You become a green-eyed monster. You see this. Listen, in my own family, I saw it happen to my youngest brother. My youngest brother, the father just hated the boy. It was obvious. He hated the boy. Why? He was jealous of the boy. The boy was a beautiful boy. And you know what was the beauty of my brother? Both my brothers, two beautiful brothers I have. Not only were they pleasant, pleasing to the eye, inside of them was also beautiful. Beautiful hearts, beautiful mind, temperament, well-mannered, not of trouble at all. But you would think the way the father beat that boy that he was in trouble. He wasn't. His biggest infraction, he would go out and play. He always had lots of friends because everybody loved him. And he missed curfew by 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Well, he's going to get a beating. And it's not a beating like, corporal punishment that the child learns from this discipline that, you did something wrong. No. He want to harm, maim the boy. Take a big 2x4. How are you going to beat a boy with a 2x4, nigga? You are so envious, filled with jealousy. That's what I call the evil in you. That's what I call the demons riding your ass. Because it must be a demon riding your ass, an ugly ass demon that will tell you, be so enraged that your boy is so much of what you're not. He is everything that you're not. He's smart, you're not. He's handsome, you're not. He's inside so beautiful. He's such a nice kid. All the ladies that you thought, you wish the ladies would look at you, they're looking at your son. You're jealous. And because you're jealous, you're going to beat him every chance you get. You're going to make up reasons to beat him. And you know what's the worst part? Your accomplice, his mother, your so-called wife. Every evil deed of yours is just, she don't deal with it. She pretends she don't see, she don't hear, she don't know. She don't want to know. You are doing wicked things under her roof. She's going to work going to work, bust her ass to make money because she earns more than you. You're jealous of her too. She earns more than you. You're jealous of her too. And you have to show, because she earns more than you. And as feminine and delicate as she is, she should be wearing the pants. But you're pissed off. Many of you black males, your wives are more successful than you financially. And you are angry. And you always want to beat her. You always want to take her down. You always want to subdue her. Make her submissive. Show her who's boss. Show her who's the man. Show her who's dominant. You're going to dominate that wife. So that she cannot even protect her own children in the house that she's paying for. Most of the bills. And why is she paying? Because she wants things. She wants nice things. Because she grew up not in poverty like you did. She did not grow up in lack like you did. So she wants to provide for herself and her family what she was accustomed to when she was growing up, which was abundance that you lacked. And you resent her for that. You hate her for that. And you hate your own child. You hate your son. I am so angry when I remember the things that little boy went through that he did not have to go through. And I have another brother, the same thing. My other brother, sweetest, so handsome, same thing. The ladies love him. These are the guys who will never be without a woman. You know, some of you don't have a woman because you're not nice. You don't have the sunny disposition. Well, my brothers have changed by you. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to say anything about them that they're so nice. They started out as sweet, sweet boys. But they're still decent human beings, as far as I know. They're not out there doing those things that most of you do that you end up in prison or jail. My family, we don't know prison and jail. Okay? How can I have a father who is a cop and end up in jail? That don't make sense to me. I wouldn't stand a chance in there. Even if my father wasn't even in my life, he should have been, arrested and jailed for having me and all the other kids he had left behind. Not just drop a seed, enter a pum-pum, drop the sperm, and don't ever come back. And there is a baby, and another baby. So many babies, just like me. And what happens to us? We end up in families where, our mother got with another man. And it's so important for the black woman to have a man. She feels so validated in life. Without a man, you're nothing. With a man, even if the man is the biggest piece of poo-poo, biggest turd, most stinky, his attitude, his looks, nothing about him is desirable. But you have him up on a pedestal, so much so that your daughter, that your husband defiled or tried to, he put his hand on me. Anytime you put your hand on the child, you defile the child. And in this instance, I was the child. Newly arrived in Canada. And this ugly, disgusting, stinking piece of poop got it. The devil in his head told him, go to her bed, go to her bed. Every morning, Monday to Friday, there is that nigger trying to fondle me, fill me up, trying to get. I would cocoon myself in the blankets, a sheet, another blanket, a comforter, cocoon like I'm a freaking mummy. Because this nigger trying to put his hands on me. And I have been an advocate for the children. The children who are not protected in this world because their parents are ill-equipped, unprepared, having babies. You just had a baby, you're pregnant again. You are still breastfeeding, nursing the first child, you're pregnant with the second child. And it's a succession of pregnancies and all the children are left. Except maybe the golden child, the one child that everybody cares about, everybody loves because, well, she looks perfect, doesn't she? She looks so perfect. Indian hair, caramel skin, so pretty. But she's not pretty on the inside. And she's not pretty on the inside because you have all spoiled her. You've all told her she's better than her siblings based on her appearance. She looks so cute. And that instantly demonizes all the other children who don't measure up in looks. You're too dark. You're so black. You're black. You're black like tar. And the whole world is taught to hate us for no reason other than we are more melanated, stronger carbon. I don't know. We are the darkies. And the whole world taught to hate us the shit that our little black boys and girls are going through in the world on a daily basis. And you're all talking about celebrity lives, sporting events. You talk about the most asinine things. This is the most important. To protect our children from harm. And our children are being harmed starting in the home. Then they go to church. They are harmed in church by church leaders, pastors, priests, ministers, rabbis. They are all defiling our children. And the children go to school. And there they have coaches and teachers also touching them inappropriately, opening them up and introducing them to that which they ought not know until they are out of age. I wasn't prepared as a baby, man. Island of Dominica, my granny running her little shop, customers in the front, bakery in the back, and there's a little room. They put me to sleep in the little room. Little baby, an infant. And one of the bakers got his devil tell him, go to the baby. Go to the baby and suck her pum pum. How the baby pum pum getting sucked by a grown man, so hideous to the baby that the baby is afraid of the color black for a very long time. Years and years and years, the girl is growing up, becomes a woman, and they're like, how come you, when she's going through punk rock, new wave, wearing all black, skull and crossbones, and long black taffeta gowns, pointy-toe leather shoes with buckles. I'm a part of the scene because I understand the mentality of punk. No future, no future, no future for you. No future, no future, no future for me. I'm like, no way, that's not me. I don't think I have no future. Don't you dare write my life. That was your life. You chose to make those lyrics. Those are not my lyrics. But that's what happens to children like us. They tell us we have no future. And they strive to keep us in that position till we die, till they kill us. And I said, no, I am a child of source. My mother and my father, they were the vessels that brought me here, but they are not really connected to me in that way, because if they were, they would have taken the time, the energy, make the effort to check on me, to see that I was okay, to see that I was safe, to see that I was not harmed, to see that I was happy, healthy, prosperous, safe, and secure. But they never gave a shit about me. So that when my mother's father chooses repeatedly to try to sexually molest me, I have to fend him off 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, while my brother and sister are in the same room, because when I first arrived, they were living in an apartment. It was after that, then they got the first house. And then I've had a succession, I believe, of 3 or 4 houses since, each one bigger than the next, each one better than the next. I did not get to enjoy those houses because the guy was defiling me in the first house. He started in the apartment and we moved in the first house, and that's where it was getting to me. I started writing about it. I had been writing about it in my journal, but that's when they found the journal. And even after he was exposed through the pages of my journal that they all read, including my mother, sister, brother, they still chose to do nothing, say nothing. So that leaves me feeling, whoa, I've exposed all of his wrongdoings. I've exposed this demon, and I'm being demonized. I'm the one demonized. That messes up your mind. And so all the potential, I was told, you have so much potential. You are so bright. You're so intelligent. You're so smart. Oh my goodness, your potential. And you can do this so well and that so well. And you taught yourself to do all these things because your parents were not present to teach you shit. Except my mother taught me how to be a maid. My mother taught me how to be a slave. My mother taught me how to be her servant. And so today I serve my mother. I serve my mother. And I don't do it with resentment. No. I am thankful to be able to serve her because I know others like me with lupus, some of them can't even get the hell out of their bed to go take a piss and need somebody to bring a potty under their ass to take a piss or a shit in a bed. So I've been working on healing myself in every way possible so that I can serve my mother as her servant, which is what she trained me to do and be. Ah, boy. For many years after I moved, downtown is where I lived. That's where downtown, it's a good place for young people to either you sink or you swim. It taught me so much. I learned so much. I was exposed to so much because in my household, it was sheltered. So you are being sexually molested at home and it's sheltered. What the hell? That's a hell. That's hell on earth. Because you are supposed to be able to freely express yourself, which is why I'm so triggered by social media platforms where we cannot speak the truth about our own lives. We are deplatformed. We are demonetized. We are, blacklisted, blackballed. We are, gang stalked. We are, and you know what they're doing to me? What they've been doing to me? This particular social media platform shall remain nameless. There are people on there with a history of hacking accounts, of the account holders, the profiles. This demon that has been bothering me for the last 4 years, he cannot get to me. He cannot hack me. Or maybe he doesn't want to hack me because he knows then he will lose the contact. He likes to drain my energy. So he goes and attacks my friends. He goes down my friends list, which is why I try to cover things, hide things. But, shit happens. And systematically, he is attacking my friends. People who don't even interact with me, as long as they're on my friends list, he's going to go try them. Because some people don't cover their ass. Some people don't take precautions. You are supposed to do things when you're online to protect yourself and your accounts. And they don't do it. I tell them what to do. And it takes them a while to grasp. Because people don't listen to me. Few people listen to me, Because I'm not, I'm not what society has told them that they should listen to. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not from Hollywood. You know what I mean? And I don't have doctor as a title. I don't have any of the other titles. I'm not a politician. I'm supposedly nothing special. To them, I'm very special to myself. I embrace myself fully, completely, totally. I love myself and I approve of myself. And thank you, Louise Hayes. I love and approve of myself. Everything I need comes to me. Everything I need to know is revealed to me, and all is well in my world. I'm Domina Della Pie, Mistress Sasha Storm. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, or not. It's all good. But I wanted to say in opening this, all of those of you who know that your brothers, your uncles, your fathers, your grandfathers, your friends, if you know that they are molesting their children, they are molesting the children, you know it. They are cheating on their wives, you know it. They use you. Oh, I'm going to play dominoes. I'm going to go play dominoes with his friends. Oh, all the men playing dominoes together. No, they are screwing around. They are bitches and hoes coming to their domino playing events. They are cheating on their wives. And all of you Dominican men married with your wife, you know your brother, your friend, whomever, you know he's screwing around on this wife who does not deserve it. Because she ain't no hoe, she ain't no bitch. But she's outdoing him successfully. And she loves him so much, he doesn't give a shit about her. He's out there screwing all the others so he can come back and bring her some nastiness. Another demon, perhaps, because if, he can get a demon and he can pass it on to her. Okay? So that she continue to hate her child. Why would my mother hate me? I look just like her, except I have a darker skin. I look just like her. But I'm not light-skinned like she is. Every time they tell me how much you look like your mother, it hurts. It hurts. Because that's probably what that nigga saw in me. He probably saw, oh, she was so hot, now she got a younger girl. No, you don't look at young girls and think hot. What the hell is hot about a young girl? She don't know shit. That's not attractive. It's attractive only to the weak ones. The weak males who want to dominate women will be attracted to those they feel are weaker. Who cannot speak up, who won't speak up. So that's why they are on a quest to dominate women. You need to build with women, which means they must not be submissive to you. A woman must know naturally about submission. She must know this man, he's here providing, protecting, and being upstanding. And there he deserves my submission. And I love to submit to him. It's a turn on. I got a whap. I got that whap because my man is representing for manhood. But instead, you all are with these weak beta dudes who would be trying to screw your daughters. Even the granny, you know that nigga tried. That nigga came from work. My granny told me she was so mad. No, my granny was known for telling stories, but that was a story I knew was true because of how she was so disgusted. You see, I know that disgust when somebody does something to you and you're like, you want to throw up. My granny, very clean. My granny always clean. I don't know anybody who was as clean as her. This nigga come from being a grease monkey, all smelly, greasy, dirty, ugly. And she tell me, he put his filthy body. She says, I was lying down on the couch in the family room watching TV. And the guy came from work and just lay down his whole body on me. I was like, what? I could see that nigga doing that shit. My grandma was disgusted. I was disgusted. This guy is going. So then I actually, I'm keeping an eye on the time because I don't want the recording to be too long. It's already gone on longer than I expected it to. So I'm going to stop because I want the message to be for those of you who are enabling, supporting, protecting these pedophiles. Don't say pedophile, Adela, even if it's in the freaking dictionary around the world. You are supposed to now say minor attracted persons. Okay? So now they are maps. Could you believe this shit? A minor attracted person cannot be called a pedophile on these social media platforms because they'll make sure you don't get a dime. They'll make sure that you are not seen, you are not heard, because they want to promote that agenda, that shit that says that it's okay to defile a child. And I'm here to say, as one who was defiled as a baby, as an infant, and then throughout my childhood, men always trying to get with me, get to me, get at me. I don't want them. They are not worthy. They are disgusting. They are boasting about this. I just heard that 3 married men have an apartment all nicely set up. And they take turns. They have affairs. They have mistresses, side chicks, side pieces, and whatever else they pick up along the way with their demons. And then they take these, whomever they are screwing, to these apartment. They are paying. So they are taking out of their wives 3 different households. They are taking money out of their children's mouths, out of their wives' mouths, so they can entertain prostitutes. And you women who think it's okay to be a whore. Well, it's in the Bible. Well, I know, I understand whoredom. I understand you hoes. You don't even want to be called prostitute. You don't want to be called whore. You don't want to be called anything that you are. You want to be called sex workers. I'm a sex worker. What is that? What is a sex worker? A sex worker is someone who meets with men who are involved with other women. So a sex worker is a woman who hates women because she knows damn well that, listen, I was a sex worker. You know what I did to them? They came to me for sex. I said, we can't do that. I cannot do that, but I can provide you a massage service with no sex. Listen, I'm hot and sexy. That should be enough for you. You want to jerk off here? Here's the garbage. Jerk off in the garbage. You're not going to come and ejaculate near me, okay? But hey, feel free. I know I'm hot and sexy. I'm going to titillate, arouse you. You want to come, right? I know you want to come. Look at me. I'm so hot. I'm so sexy. Gyrate. Shake it. Wiggle it. And even if I'm skinny, there is something to wiggle because I was 36D2636. That's a body. That's an hourglass figure. And I had it. And it was toned. And musculature. They love that. But I wouldn't let them hit it. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I'd done enough to my body. These guys have done enough to me. You know, and now I want to take control. And I say I'm a domina. And that's how I went from being a massage therapist to a domina, not a prostitute. No offense to prostitutes, but I can't see myself doing what you did. The men came to me. And I would say to them, you know, especially the guy come and he wants bondage. I'm so bored by bondage because I'm not into these knots and learning knots to impress people. I know there's a Japanese girl, she does art with knots. That's her. I'm not her. So I do other things. I am different, right? So when you come to see me, and what you're expecting, you're not gonna get from me, because I'm the one in charge as the so-called sex worker. I set the tone. I say this is what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it. But I'm not sucking dick. I ain't taking dick. I know you have a penis. I see. I'm arousing you. I could see your dick. First of all, get undressed. Get totally undressed. In my presence, you must be naked. And that to me establishes my dominance, because physically you overpower me. Let's see you run out of the house naked. You're trying to do anything as aping me with a capital R. Well, you're going to have to run out of the house, because I will give you something that you will want to run away from. And then you have no clothes on. That's why I make sure you get all naked when you come. As soon as you step in, get out of these clothes. And the second thing, if I know that you're not clean, or I don't know you, you have to get into the shower. You got to wash. Anybody who wants to play with me, you got to bathe. Prostitutes don't operate like that. Prostitutes take what they get. So all of you who are so proud to be whores, go ahead and be proud to be whores. But, you're not doing anything but you're cursing yourselves, because you're defiling these unions by getting involved with these men. So what I would tell these men, right? I'm not saying that I'm without sin. I would tell these men, when especially that guy with the bondage, and I was so bored. He wanted me to tie him up, and I said, okay, I'm not going to tie you up and just leave you, I'm not going to spend an hour looking at you. You're not that cute. So I'm going to call my friends. We're going to go down to the bar and have a pint of Guinness. And we'll come back and see. If the house burns down, well, oh well. There's a guy upstairs there in the dungeon, and he is going to burn to death because, well, he's in bondage. And I had to make sure because his thing was to get out of the restraints. And that was his big turn on. He can get out of the restraints. And I was determined that he not get out of the restraints. So I went with my friends. We had our Guinness and we came back. And there he was. And that was the session. To me, that's boring. Men are boring. Men are stupid. Because that's dumb. To pay a woman to tie you up and then leave you alone. What if he was a robber and he was really skilled at getting out of bondage? So what I asked this man, I said, this what we did was, I don't understand this. Why don't you do that with your wife? And wives, when your husband asks you for something that is considered freaky, do it. I'm not his wife, so I didn't have to do it. If I was his wife, I would keep that nigger in bondage. Well, he wasn't a nigger. He was actually a rich white guy. I think he was Jewish. But his wife found it boring just like me, because she's smart. This is stupid. Dude, you're dumb. Why don't you put yourself in imaginary bondage? That's good. I would be impressed by that. You want me to tie you, get all dressed up as a dominant, tie you up, restrain you and leave you and threaten that, the house might burn down, and that gets you off. That gets you off. You're a weirdo. Okay? Yeah, you're a weirdo. I kink shame you all nonsense. You're nonsense. So, yes, he said that his wife wouldn't do bondage with him. They tried a few times, but she's bored. No kidding, dude. Can you do anything else other than just stay in bondage? I don't know, sing a song, recite a poem, tell us something, share some wisdom with us, converse, something, but you're just there. I don't know, that's weird. Guys are weird. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I don't believe that, but one has a penis. And me, I'm from Mars, so I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I am ruled by Mars as an Aries dragon ram. Yes, I'm Domina Della Pie, Mistress Asher Storm. Please stop defiling the children. Stop molesting children, okay? Don't do it because you screw us up. Look at how old I am now, okay? And I'm still affected, still triggered, because I know that so many other children are also being defiled, are also being molested, and things are happening to them that should never happen to them, because it changes us for life. And we are here to live our lives to the fullest. And when we've been defiled as children, we cannot live full lives. And then we have siblings getting better treatment, and nothing had ever happened to them. We were the ones who had the shit happen to us, and we're the ones treated like shit. That sucks. Good day.